What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You saw the title. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this one out for you guys, bro. I have been so busy. Not to mention, I really wanted to give myself time with this one. I know I've used that as an excuse before, but this album means a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since he's released a record. I think it's been about 2 to 3 years. 3 years, I'm pretty sure it's been. This comes after the whole Astroworld aftermath. It might even be closer to 4 years because of that whole shit that happened with Astroworld, if I'm going to be honest. But I wanted to see some growth since then. If I'm going to be completely honest, I was afraid that there was going to be some monotony on this record because I love Travis. I love his music. I love his vibe. I love his voice. But it sounded like he was getting kind of paint himself into a corner a little bit. A lot of his stuff was starting to sound the same. So I was hoping that we would get kind of a switch up, a little bit of a change in sound on Utopia. And thankfully, that's what I got. So we're going to talk about it, obviously. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Thank you guys for 200 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Let's get into this review, man. I feel like Astroworld, this album is more of a whole experience. I feel like you should listen to it all the way through. There are songs like Meltdown and Fiend, like bangers like that you could listen to by themselves. But I feel like if you really want to get the full feeling for this record, you just sit down, listen to it all the way through. Like Astroworld, it really takes you to a place. I feel like Hyena question mark is a great intro. Really lets you know that you're getting something different with this record, which I thought was amazing. Then go straight into Modern Jam, which I thought was a pretty good song based on Travis standards. Like, Ye's production on this entire record is amazing. I feel like Ye's production on a lot of these songs kind of carries it. Travis has never been one who favors like lyrics and flow. There are parts of this record where he goes into it and goes crazy, which I love. But I feel like specifically on this one, Ye's production and Tizo Touchdown's verse, which is amazing, low-key carries, but that's okay. That's okay because it's still a great song. And I feel like My Eyes is one of my favorite tracks on here. Bon Iver is amazing. Bon Iver is my favorite part about this track. I love Travis on here, but I think Bon Iver's contribution is just fantastic. 10 out of 10, no notes. From there we get God's Country, which again really shows that Ye production. It's such a that was kind of crazy. It's such a Ye beat. It's so dark and moody and brooding, and you can kind of tell that Ye has been in that bag lately, you know what I'm saying, with Bianca and going crazy again, the all black, going barefoot. Like, Ye is definitely in that spot right now. He on Demon Time in his villain arc right now. And I feel like you can hear that through his production. After that, I feel like Sirens is an okay track. But we all know what we're getting into, bro. We all know what we're here to talk about. Meltdown is kind of like Sicko Mode 2.0. It's got a beat switch in it. It's got Drake on it. But I feel like Drake, oh my God, Drake on this track, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. His voice, his verse is so just fucking cutthroat and nasty. He flexing, he going crazy, talking his shit, and I love when Drake does that. I love when Drake is a little bad boy, bro. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like usually, like you hear it a lot on Her Loss. Drake is a little bad bitch, but when he really gets in his fucking like tough guy mode, bro, like when Drake try to make himself look all big, I love that shit. I can't even lie to you, bro. And Travis's contribution on this is really good too. I feel like I've been talking a lot about the features, but that's because the features sometimes outshine Travis on his own track, which isn't necessarily a bad thing on this because, as Travis has said in the past, who put this shit together, I'm the glue, you know what I'm saying? He's more of a director, and I feel like this is just like one giant amazing movie production. You feel me? Like, it's fantastic, and you really get to see that on Fiend with Cardi and Sheck West, because Travis really isn't on that track a lot. You know what I'm saying? Cardi, I feel like takes the main stage on that song, which is fantastic. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of the pitching on his voice, but I thought that along with the flow was really good. I also feel like Sheck West contributed a lot to the track too, but I wish he contributed a little bit more. I wanted to hear more Sheck West on that track, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it was good. It was great. It's one of my favorite tracks on the record, but Keeping It 1,000 echoes with Beyonce kind of sounds like a leftover from Renaissance. I know that a lot of people have been saying that, but I think a lot of people have been saying that because it's so legit. I feel like that's a legitimate criticism. It sounds great. Beyonce sounds great on it. Travis sounds great on it. They sound great together. But it definitely sounds like a Renaissance leftover that could have stayed a leftover, if I'm being completely honest. But immediately after that, we get I Know, which is my second favorite track on the album. I think that My Eyes might be my favorite track. It's also a really great, like, segue song, but I think I Know might be my second favorite. I just really love the lyrics and the vibe. I think it's great. Utopia Twins is a great track too. 21 Savage verse is crazy on that. So is Rob 49's. I never really heard Rob 49 up until that point, but his verse is nasty, bro. I love that shit. I can't hold you, bro. That shit was amazing. Skipping forward to Parasail with Young Lean. Not gonna lie, I think Young Lean carries that song for the most part. I think he's amazing. I think his contribution is fantastic. I think the song is amazing, but I think that Young Lean is definitely the best part about it, if I'm being completely honest. Leading into that, look, bro. K-pop is terrible. K-pop is terrible. Bad Bunny's contribution is amazing. I feel like Bad Bunny carries the track, if I'm being completely honest. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love Bad Bunny, but he's definitely the best part of this song. Travis Scott's contribution I thought was very mid. The Weeknd I thought was hella mid. Like, the Bad Bunny, it's a Bad Bunny song, bro. It's a Bad Bunny song, and it should have stayed that way, if you know what I'm saying. I personally would say that's the worst song on the record. Just keeping it 1,000. A couple more highlights for me were Telekinesis with SZA and Future. That nigga is a madman for putting those two on a song together, but it's perfect. And I think SZA's verse is one of my favorite contributions on the entire record because it gives closure to what she was talking about on her record. Future's good on it too, but SZA definitely carries that entire track. Like, when she came in, you should have seen my first reaction, y'all. I was like, what the fuck? And then the second highlight that I wanted to talk about was the final one, which is James Blake on the last track. I thought he was amazing. I know I've talked about the features a lot on this album, but that's just because the features have been so fucking good, bro. Like, this is a fantastic record. I feel like Travis, when he was talking about this record, my bad, y'all. That pizza and beer is catching up with me. I feel like when he was first talking about this record, he was talking about how it took him all over the world and he found all these different sounds and how he wanted to showcase that in this record. And I think that's definitely showcased, and I think it's showcased through the features too and how weird they are. Tizo Touchdown has, like, I think Tizo Touchdown, SZA, and Bon Iver are the best features on the record, on the entire record. I think their contributions are fucking fantastic and amazing. I know that I've kind of skipped over Travis Scott on this, but you know what I'm saying? He was great, and it's good to see a progression. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the beginning of this review, I was scared of the monotony that I feel like Travis was getting close to, and I feel like he's definitely stepped away from that with this album. So it's good to see. Overall, I thought it was great. I might like it even more than Astroworld, if I'm being completely honest, just because I liked how weird it was. I loved Ye's production. It's a little darker and moodier. I love that, you feel me? Especially with fall coming up. I feel like this is going to be a really great album for that season. Winter too, it's about to be hitting. But I give it an 8 out of 10. I'm feeling an 8 out of 10 on this one. I liked it a lot. I'm loving it. I'm still listening to it to this day. Like, at work, I listen to it all the way through. Like, just today, bro, I'm still jamming that shit. Coworker came up to me and she was like, "This new Travis album?" Yes, sir. This shit is great. So hopefully you guys checked it out by now. I know this review is getting out to you guys a little late, but I've had a lot going on. Thank you guys for 200 subscribers, by the way. I am still dropping something crazy. I promise. I'm thinking not this weekend, obviously, because it's Sunday, but next weekend. Next weekend? Yeah. Not next, right? Yeah, not this weekend. Like the weekend that's coming. But the weekend after that, something crazy's coming, you know what I'm saying? So thank you guys, I really appreciate it. 200 subscribers is a big deal to me, and I love you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. I hope you're smoking along with me, staying high with me, staying hydrated with me. We are still smoking on this Corleone, bro. Still, I love this strain. I love this strain. It might be one of my favorite strains, and I am definitely dropping a review on it. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss that. It's coming out in a few days. I love you guys. If you're smoking along with me, now's your chance. Let's fire it up. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, she has a name now. Margot Robbie. Her name was Daisy temporarily. But if you're a returning subscriber, you know that all my pieces, all my glass have been named after actresses ever since I was like in high school. And I've kept with that theme. So it felt weird. It was also the first one that had a placeholder name, but welcome Margot Robbie to the gang, y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.